Tom and Jerry is directed by Tim Story and stars Chloe Grace Moretz and tells the story of our two beloved characters, Tom and Jerry, in New York, and while Chloe Grace Moretz is trying to get hired into a hotel, and her first job is to take care of Jerry, who's now living in the hotel, and she's trying to get rid of him with the help of Tom. And then all of a sudden, they have to take care of a big wedding, and it's a movie. Tom and Jerry is a classic show. It's a bunch of short episodes in which Tom is just trying to create plans and do whatever he can to catch Jerry. It's so simple. Sure, there are other characters that might get in his way and they hurt each other immensely, cause each other increasingly harsh pains, and I love it for that. I love how crude it can be. I love the entire premise of Tom and Jerry. As a kid, I thought these two were funny. I used to watch them on Cartoon Network a whole lot, and they somehow don't know how to make good movies of them. And so the obvious choice to go with these characters is a Smurf-style film in which all the characters from the classics that we know are animated, while everything else is real life, and it has a set place in New York. And it's just not very good. In fact, I was extremely bored by this film. The only parts that I think I did enjoy is when Tom and Jerry do cause each other pain, like in the show. Like Tom is creating traps. It just reminded me of the show. But what really bogged those moments down for me is the fact that it's not as interesting, as funny, or as brutal. I mean, the show wasn't brutal, but it was harsh. Like the pain that is shown with these two characters that they put on one another whenever each episode comes on, you feel it. It is funny in that way. Here, it just played everything too safe. And when it cuts to this wedding and this character that Chloe Grace Moretz is playing, and everything surrounding that with Michael Pena, it's just really not interesting. In fact, I was very much bored by this film. It's one of those movies where you could play to children and they could shut up for a bit, but there's really not much substance to it. And I know Tom and Jerry's not going to have a lot of substance, but it really does have a good message for kids. The introduction to our main heroine in the movie, our main lead character, Chloe Grace Moretz, pretty bad, and it made her into a more unlikable character that I really did not feel anything for throughout the film. And so I'm left with characters that I really don't care about, humor that's extremely not funny, in fact pretty awkward, and a premise that has been done so much to death that I just want to die. Why does Hollywood think that putting beloved children's characters in New York and have them go on crazy antics will be funny? It's not. It's really not. This premise should die. I really did not like this film. In fact, I would not suggest any guys watch it. There's no redeeming qualities in the movie whatsoever for me. And I'm going to give Tom and Jerry a D-. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.